series that we talked about before and we were working on, and I wanted to do a completion of it today for you guys so we can have a look at the ships and what comes with them. Let's talk about it. Jump in. It's Friday. It let's call it bonus Friday, free Friday, right? So I wanted to complete this particular build because, as you can see on the worktop here, we have a bunch of ships, the MTT series, and I started them a while back. We did it on the last, not the last break. We did it on, I think it was Easter break maybe, right? We did the whole trilogy. As you guys know, this is trilogy year, and that's what we're building all the way through. But we did not complete this particular one, which is the 75058, and I wanted to do that today to get that completed, and so we can put it to bed and move on totally to the next set of builds, which I complete most of the other builds totally, but just this particular one, we didn't finalize it. As I said, so if you look over here on my right to your left, or your left, you can see the 7668, which I've been talking a lot, 7662, which I've been talking about a lot lately, about the pieces that have been building all the other brown ships with a lot of models off of this ship, or this ship has a lot of pieces from those. They've combined them. And then on the side of that one, just right over here to your right now, you can see the 7184, which we talked about also, and that one is completed. But like I said, the 75058, we are gonna complete today so we can put it to bed. So jump in, let's talk about it. If you guys have ever built this ship or maybe thinking of building it, like I said, what you think about the series. We'll talk about how much droids they come with, what kind of droids they come with, and sorts of things like that. And all the playability, all the doors, and different things like that, which I wanted to do before. So we'll do that today. We'll accomplish all of that today. So jump in. Let's talk about it. We'll talk about what you like about the ships. One of the questions that came up a couple of days ago was, what's your favorite droid? So which one of these would be your favorite, right? We'll talk about how many figs they come with, show off the figs and whatnot, and see what's your favorite, or what do you think about them, or what they should have come with. A lot of the ships tend to, the old ones come with less, and now they're adding a lot more to them, a lot more figs, a lot more pieces. Obviously, they're charging for that, but they're adding also a lot more figs. So, right. So jump in and let's talk about that. Also, I didn't get my mascot on there, so I gotta get my mascot on there. As you guys know, we can't roll without the mascot, right? Mascot's gotta be part of the whole setup. I've been working on so many different things, man. It's incredible how many things I've been working on. So let's put this on and we'll talk about that. Let's get the mascot in there somewhere. Let's put it on this end. I usually put it over there, but we'll put it over here today. So get the mascot in there. And all the pieces, it's just right here that we're gonna add in just to finalize, because there are wheels and stuff like that under that the ship is supposed to have. Guys, while you're on there, just hit the like button for me, and let's talk about this particular build and finish them off. So in the comments, guys, let me know if you had any of these at all in your collections. Or, again, they basically like a lot of old school type builds, so I am not sure if a lot of folks would have them. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just making a little adjustment here. and I'll move the ships over once I can get this adjusted right. Yeah, I'll move the ships over. Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people are savvy to them, these particular ships, because obviously not everyone goes into old school builds. But if you don't go into old school builds, you're missing out on a lot, as you guys know. Yeah, you'll be missing out a lot if you don't check out old school builds. So drop me a line, guys. Let me know what you're building, if you're building anything at all. Or have you built this? Yeah, just drop me a line, guys. So I want to complete this, like I said. Hey, hi, Ron. What's up, man? Big shout out to you. You're the first one that, I don't know if you're the first one on, but you're the first one to say something. Good to see you on there, Ron. So with this one, guys, I didn't have the, I don't have the mag instruction, so I'm building this one with my PDF. So I'm just pulling it up now. It's mainly finished, like I said, but I want to make sure I put the things in the correct places. Basically it's like the wheels, and we want to check out the inside, the interior, and stuff like that. So jump on in, and like I said, let's talk about it. So I can go to the ships with you guys if you wasn't there for the build, the official build. I build them at separate times because they're pretty big builds. Um, but alright, so let's just pull this out here. First things first, I want to make sure I have this right. So we want to just go in here and open up these doors here, because there's a couple of doors, right? Top doors has nothing, but down here there are doors here, and the ones back here. These are the ones I want to focus on, because on this side we have a gun rack, and on this side we have a droids are supposed to be hanging off that end. I haven't added the droid. Okay. Up here also. So droids would go here. A ton of droids would just go at the front. That's the front, and droids would go back here. Not the top, the bottom. So this would carry droids on it. Not on, but in here. So you'd have a rack that droids go in. The rack sits there. We also have this control panel here. And then I'll show you guys another nifty piece of the build. So there's a white droid that's supposed to go right over here. I have to add that in also. So we'll add that in. But as you can see right here, and you guys notice just came out, I actually went out and I got one. I have the old school and I have the new school right here. That slides in the ship also. So we'll have a look at that. But right now, before we add anything else, I want to add the wheels on. We'll just talk about the rest of them, and we'll add the wheels on, and we'll work from there, and the undercarriage. Okay, so firstly, let's put the droid carrier back in. All right, let's just put that back in there and lock this down so we can add everything that goes in the bottom. This keeps popping off for some reason, and I know I'm not clipping it in totally. That's where the issue lies. So I'll just make sure that's locked in correctly here, guys, and then we'll move on. I'll just need to lift it up a bit. Let's close these. Don't want anything to pop off right now. All right, let's just have a look here and clip this in the way it's supposed to be. I don't know why it's not fitting right in there, because as you can see, those four are supposed to just go right in there, unless it's not high enough. Just 1 second, guys. Let's just pull this off here. Okay, and we'll get that to fit. That's the way it's supposed to lock in there, like that. And now I'll put it back here. Can't put it that way, yeah. Has to be right side up. Right, so now it stays stable. Right, so as you notice on this one, give me a sec, let me just check it out. Yeah, as you notice on this one here, you can see the back with the guns from that episode. As you guys know, that was from episode 1. This one right here, if you guys remember that battle that was going to take place, right? That particular ship came out in 2007. This one right here has 1,000. Let me just move it over, right? We'll do that after. Let's do the comp after. Let's get this completed with the wheels and everything like that, and then we'll talk about that. Okay, so let's just complete this first, and then we can chat about the differences. So, and the little tiny but big differences actually. So what I want to do is just cover the top. All right, I just want to cover the top end. And to cover the top end, again, PDFs work so, they're so tricky to work with. Okay, so up here, we want to put 2 of these just right here. All right. And we'll place this back here. So that's completed. And we're going to complete this area right here. So move this out of the way. Right on the top right here, we got 2 of these. Just seals that off. And that's real neat. That fits absolutely perfect there. Right here, we need a two flat, which I'll just get out of here. As you guys know, I say all the time, I do have tons and tons of extra bits, so I never have an issue with that at all. So right here, we'll place that right there, and that covers it up. Right. So we're all covered here. We have all the panels on the side. What we do want to do now is add these guns similar to that one, but on that one I'll talk about that later on. The build is a little different there, which we will talk about also. While I just pull these two pieces out that's required for that bottom build. Okay. All right, so to close off the back, just to close off the back right here, all right, we want to add one whole brown piece just right there like that. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but you will see it after. Okay, so that's all set up. And we're going to move on and complete something else that needs completing now. So over here, when we open this door up, take this and just slip that right in there like that. And the other side, there's a gun rack. So it'll be a control panel. So we shut that off. Let's move these over here. Let's turn this around. Okay. So, again, guys, drop me a line and let me know if you have built these at all. All right, so while we're doing this, we'll turn it around and we'll show you exactly where that goes. So there's a panel here. So when we lift the panel up, this, we fold the head in the droid, and this fits right in here. Just 1 second. Why it doesn't want to stay now, but should go right down here like that. Okay, and we fold this way, and that goes back there. Isn't that nifty? Compared to all the rest, this is the latest model, and I think with that particular piece added to it, it changed the whole game of the ship. All right, I think that changed everything about the ship. Adding that piece there. If you guys have built it at all, you probably have seen that, how that has changed the ship up totally. Okay, let's add a couple things onto it now, more things. All right, so we want to cover, there's a couple little panels that needs covering. So up front, just right here, we need to put a 4 here and a 4 on the opposite side. So it's just the little details that needed to be added to it. We already did the one at the front, so that's fine here. Okay, the door just open up in the back. Close that up. So this is a bonus Friday, guys. We will be building tomorrow as usual. So don't forget that. Put your notifications on and jump in and watch the build. Okay, definitely jump in for that. because we are building an amazing ship right now, and I wouldn't want you to miss that at all. So I'd say live building to me is, I think it's really fantastic. Okay, so let's just complete down the sides. Just need to find a couple pieces here, guys, and we'll complete down the sides, and we will move on and talk about, discuss the ship in its entirety and the series and the comparison, right? So we'll do all of that. So, right, so drop me a line, guys. Let me know what you have built, if you have built this particular ship, if you're thinking of building it at all, while I locate these two pieces to complete the build. So they're just right here. Just give me a second. Just getting them together here so we can complete this ship. And like I said, get ready for that big build tomorrow. Again, drop me a line, guys, and let me know if you built this, if you're thinking of building it. Okay, so this piece I got in my hand right now is going to go onto that, onto the guns. All right, everything's all set up here. So this is going to go right into here, and we're going to place two brown pieces, lightsabers, really, that's what they are. On that one, they're black, the 7.6, which we'll talk about also, but this one, it's brown, okay? Also, the panel is different. So let's just clip this in on the side right here. There's a little slot right here. That goes right there. And let's finish off the other side of that. Just give me 1 second, guys. Again, if I don't have the piece, like I said, I have tons of these, so I just go into my bag of tricks, which I'm doing right now, to find that final piece, so we can complete the build. So if you see me moving around, if you hear me moving around, not see me, hear me moving around a bit, it's because I'm locating that piece to complete that gun. Okay, so here it is right here, and it comes with a little doohickey thing, which I have to find here, just in the bottom. Oh, there it is. A little doohickey thing. Using blue, but this one is in gray. Okay, so this is already one in here, but that's fine. So this goes right here. This goes right in there. Let's take this out. Push that all the way through. Grab this. And this goes like that. Okay, so this goes there, and the, like I said, lightsaber, it's a lightsaber, yeah. And we place the other one here. And I'm gonna just get one more lightsaber, guys, in brown, and we'll complete that part of it. Okay, which I have a ton of them here again. Like I said, I have tons of these stuff. So I just gotta locate one. Locate a brown lightsaber, and we will move on. Here it is. Yes, so this just goes right there like the last one. Bring it down. There you go. So that's completed. Everything is completed on this ship. Looks really, really cool. Now we can go into, I'm just double checking here if there's anything I need to add, which there isn't. Oh, the wheels. Silly me, right? The wheels. So let's just turn it over like this on the side, and we're gonna add the wheels. It's a funny thing how they added these wheels. They added the wheels and they also put something to keep it in place, which was kind of strange. Right, so these wheels just go in right here. Snap in like that, if you guys can see that. So we'll put this side on first and then we'll do the other, right? This one goes here. Just wanna make sure, yep. This one goes there. Other one goes up front. Again, guys, drop me a line and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about it. Hey Ron, you love the 7662. That's awesome, man. I like that one too. Like I talk about it a lot through my whole series. I like it. Really, really like that ship. Okay, so let's just check. There's a lot of red under here. Right. So down here, they want you to place these so it holds it in place. I guess just through here. Hope you guys can see that. I'm not really absolutely, again, I talk about count and I'm not absolutely certain of the purpose of this. Again, I'm thinking this is count because you guys tell me why is it this is absolutely necessary to hold the wheel in place so it doesn't fall off. I don't know. All right, so we turn it over and we'll repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Drop that in there. This one goes here. And that's, like I said, guys, so we're doing a little bonus build, again, just to complete this series, the MTT series. Almost said ATT there for a while. That wasn't a trilogy, so I really didn't jump into it. Right, guys? Because I would have. I do have the original motorized one, but the 10179. But yeah, right. Right. So over here we want to add another one of these panel on the panel right here, 1x8. So that's covered up. Okay, and let's have a look now. So on the bottom also, we're gonna add those again. You guys tell me, but I see this as count, you know, as count, right? So let's add these in. I do look at these as count. So we're just gonna add these right here. So here you go, you need 1. And it's an awful lot of them. 2, 3 here, 4 of them, and repeat the bottom also as we're doing the top, just to get them out of the way. So drop me a line, guys. Let me know what you're doing. It's school break. Most of the schools are coming off. This is why I'll be doing daily builds. As you guys know, I do that when it's the break time, as they call it, half term, school holidays. And let's put 2 more down here. Okay, so that seems to be completed now. Everything is in place. Let's take these extra pieces off, move them off, and we'll turn this ship up and have a look. Oh, I'm missing just 1 4 at the front, which I just moved off the counter and placed it back here. So just give me 1 second, guys. I need a 4, which goes at the front. Is it a 4? Yeah, it is a 4. Yeah, just find the 4, guys. There we go. 4 is right here. All right, so this 4 goes right here, 4 flat. And that completes that. Okay, so let's have a look. We'll roll this off, so now you can roll it off, and we'll roll the other one off, which strangely, did I have to check that I need to, yeah, I haven't added the wheels on that one, so we'll add the wheels on that one also, guys. All right, we'll get the wheels on there right now to complete that. The reason I didn't add the wheels in, it's because if I add it, they obviously they move around. You know, when you try to put them in certain places, you have to lock the wheels, because if you don't, then it just floats around. So let me just gather the wheels. And, oh, I'm looking in the incorrect place. So many different boxes and crates and stuff like that in my garage. Even where I'm building right now, I have like tons of them. Right, so we'll just go in here. So I'm always working on projects. I'm always working on lots of projects. So, right, let me just find the bag. Oh, here we go. These are the wheels. The wheels are in here. Close this off, and let's get the wheels. So, bring my bag of trick over. Right, and the wheels in here. I have the mag there, but should have grabbed it. The mag was just in front of me, and I passed it up. Yeah, I was gonna check it out in the PDF, but I think it'd be much easier just to look at the mag. I'm sure it's book 2. Turn this here. I'm not sure it's book 2. It could be book 1, but let's just take a look real quick at book 1 and see if they did add the wheels earlier in the build. I'm not sure, but we'll find out now, guys. See if they did add the wheels much earlier before they turned it over. I don't think they did, because they wouldn't want the ship rolling around and you not able to. I do think on the build, actually, the slots are there, so I don't need to really look at that. Because the only reason I did not put the wheels on, like I said, is because it would have moved. So I was just looking at the mag there. So again, I'll just move this over, grab this 7662, and the slots are there where the wheels are supposed to go already. So I'll just turn that over here so you guys can see, and we'll pull the wheels out. On this one also, where they've made changes on that, there's nothing to lock the wheels in place. The wheels are totally different. If you saw the wheels before, they were translucent, so you can see right through them. But these are more like car wheels, right? If you into cars or anything like that, you would have known these wheels. All right, so that's 2, 3. Let's get 3, and we'll flip that on the other side. No pun intended. Break on through to the other side. A little bit of doors there, guys. Right, so if we move this over, I'll just put that there, and we'll turn this over again. Hope you guys can see that there. Something just popped off there, but that's fine. We can put it back. It's a grid. Okay, so let's just add the other 3. I'd have to say again, they've moved forward because they wanted to ship in a manner that you can play with it. All right, let's just put this grid back. All of them came with brown and gray grids, except that one. Not all, actually, all of them came with brown and gray grids. These 2 you're looking at right now, if I just move this over a little bit. Cuzzy, what's up, man? What's going on? Big shout out to you. Yeah, so, right, so let's start. We'll start with them in order, and we will talk about them, the differences, and all of that, right, guys? And we can have a discussion about that. So let's start over here. I gotta bring my mascot in play. All right, so we'll just move these over here just slightly. Mascot is trying to be out of play. I don't want him out of play. Right, so we'll start with the ship that you're looking at right now, which is the 7184, which came out in 2000. Right, it came with 1 minifigure. 7 minifigures. I apologize. This is from episode 1. It cost right now, you could get it for $80, brand new. You'd get it for about $230, more or less. It had 470 pieces. 470 pieces, guys. And let's have a look at it. So it has 2 doors to open up here. In there, you can see, if you can see that, it's the control panel. Droid would go right there. I didn't put that in. Down in this inside, I'll just pull this out later on. Right, so that's 2 sets of doors, and up front you have another door going here, which they changed because this didn't have any droids coming out of it. If I can remember, I apologize. I'll just pull that up. I didn't have on that the PDF either. So, not a PDF, the instructions, right? And when I built it all the way through. So we'll have a look. And again, we're discussing what it came with, how many droids it came with, and I just had a look at something, and I was like, hey, did I complete that? But when I was building this, we had a big discussion about the PDF and why didn't they put PDFs in and stuff like that. Why is the PDF so difficult to work with? That was the discussion. So let's just check. There's a couple things about that which I'm going to show to you guys right now. As far as I remember, there was no droid carry on it, if I could remember. We did discuss that I only built that once. First time of building. Actually, there was the droid carrier in there, but it's on the opposite side. You would expect it to be in the front, but it wasn't, and I'll show that to you guys now. Right, let's talk about this. Right, so let's talk about the original. So right here, like I said, so you have that there. And basically, you have 4 more right here, right? Where you have guns that turn out. So I'll just pull that out here so you guys can have a look. Push it through. This is the most stable of all of them, I think. So if you look right here, this is a gun that just goes right there like that. And that sticks out. So you got both, one on either side that sticks out there like that. I'll pull the other one out also so we can have a look at that and show how they have changed. Oops, keeps popping off. Right, so you have those 2 guns there, right? You have these 2 doors, and you also have this door here, right? And this can come higher. Again, I think this is most stable of all of them. It's the most stable of all of them. And this is how they made the area that you'd carry the droid on before. So that'd be a droid carrier realistically. So the droid would fold over there. If you guys notice set, I didn't add that there, but I will do that at a later time and do a video in that manner, right? So the droids would go on that and just slip right back in here like this. Okay, so that's that part of the playability. One of the things on this is if you take this little clip right off the top, this detaches down at the bottom. So you could detach this, right, and open this up. Okay, I locked it off at the moment. But yeah, you can open this area up right here. So that's how it was built. It was built so you can open. It's locked right now, but if you take those off, I don't want to go through all of that. So it's a lot of work. So let's not do that. But yeah, this opens up like that. So if you were playing with it and you wanted to separate it and put this on its own, as you know, back then they made a lot of the ships. They made them to be able to do 2 things. You can build different things with them. All right. Yeah, you could do different things with them. Just clip this back in. I'm taking it apart, guys. Just put this on here. Stay there. Yeah. And put this back on here, which holds it in place. All right, like that. Yeah, so there you go. So we're talking about on this 2 doors. Well, sorry, 3 doors back here, 2 guns back there, 2 more up front, 2 doors here, and 1 up front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doors on this one, right? So you have 8 doors on that one. I'll have to move the mascot over now so we can leave this sort of like in frame. Hope you guys can see that there. Right, and let's move on to the next one, which is the 7662. I built this so many times, and I love that ship. Just love that ship. This particular ship right here, The 7662-2007, again, episode 1. Piece count on this one was a little more, right? So it was 1,330 pieces. And this came with 16 battle droids and 2 droidicas. So this was the boss of all of them, right? At that time, you got it for $100, $99. Walmart, you could have gotten in Walmart then. So, and this particular one, they added a lot more to it, a lot more playability and a lot more doors and stuff like that. Again, more droidicas. So first, up here, this lifts up like that. And you would have a droid sitting right in this chair right here. Don't know if you guys can see that. Tricky to pull it off there. But anyway, you'd have that sitting right in there. Right? So you have a droid sitting in there. Then you had 2 doors that open down the side right here. I don't know why they made them like this with this tough, if you can hear those clicks. It's similar to the first one we looked at, but they should have gone with what they did later on, which I'll show you guys. It's very tough to open these doors without the things popping off. So usually what I do is I put something to like sort of clip that so it doesn't move. But there you go. So that's 3 doors already, right? That's 3 doors. And we talk about on this one has like all the different colors of grids. So it has gray grids, brown grids, light gray, stone gray grids, right? Has all of those. It even has black ones. None of the other ones have come with that amount of grids, right? So if you look here, you see the dark gray, the light gray, brown, and if you look down the side has I'll just turn it so you guys can have a look. So on one side, you see the black ones, brown ones, then you have the light gray and the dark gray on that. Okay, so automatically a lot more. So then you had these 2 doors that opens up also, and you have a gun rack in here. Okay, so you have that gun rack in there. It's locking it in place. Then further down, you had another 2 doors. Okay, so, and obviously the droid carrier would go in there, but it's not completed yet. So you have another door. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the top 8. Okay, so if we just move it up a little bit now, because since we have the wheels, we can move it along like that. And the back opens up. Just open up that back like that. And when you open this up like here, as opposed to the last one, which was the 7184, this is when they started getting really, really cool. They started using mechanics to open the door. And I did it incorrectly, guys. I should have showed it to you the other way. Let's do it correctly. So it would be closed, and you can basically open the doors up like this with your droids, and it would just pop up and pop out like that. Can you guys see that? I'll just turn it this way so you guys can have a look. So I'm turning right up the panel right on the side. I'm turning that. As we say, I'm turning that. I can make a little adjustment on this panel here. So this is absolutely complete. Again, I wanted to do a little completions for you guys. Putting on this. Okay, so you turn that, and this will be filled with the droids here. Okay, you guys seeing that? Let me move this one out of the way now so we can have a total look at this. Okay, Can you guys see that there? I might need to just move the camera up just a little bit so you guys can have a better look, because it's kind of close. And I'm not sure if you guys are seeing it correctly, and that way I can like expand on it and you guys can have a better look. Yeah, so I think that's much better. Yeah. So again, guns in the back with those ball type things. This one was made with a lot of, the first one was made a lot of old gray, which is pretty difficult to find if you're trying to build that. Similar on the panels right on the side, very much similar. This one, they clip on just like that last one. You just clip on there. And the thing that controls the droid rack controls with this lever right here. Okay. So we have moved up a lot more doors, a lot more pieces, a lot more playability to it, because that one, if you notice, the like I said, the panel wasn't, the droid rack comparison, they're not even close, right? Gun rack, we used to use the old school guns as you see in here. I'll just bring that back into frame. So we used to use those old, remember that looks like a blowhorn, right? That older droids used to carry. So let's put that away. Right, so far, more doors, more guns, more droids. Lot more going on with this 7662 than the 7184, right? So let's move that out of frame for a second. Got wheels on it. I could move the wheels. I'm trying to push it. And let's bring in, let's wheel in, because it has wheels, wheel in the final, which is much smaller, much more compact, right? The 75058. This one was released in 2014. As you guys know, they've made a blue, which I'm gonna just give me a second, and I'll bring, because I do have that in a mini, a poly bag, and I will show that to you guys. So guys, I have to go dig this one out because I have an area that I have all my poly bags and whatnot. So this is the one they've come out with right now, right guys? So I just wanted to bring that so you guys can have a look at this. Hope you guys can see that there. Can you see it? So if you look, the new droid carrier, new MTT in blue, which we were waiting for, this one is the 359. It comes with 51 pieces. This particular one, I got it when you bought a newspaper, right? It even has a free, yeah. If you look back here, this is how they used to do these because they don't do it like that anymore. When you open the bag, you can cut this out and you get a free child entry to Legoland. Okay, just right there. If you guys can see that, free entry to Legoland for one child. Which was really cool. So you get this plus that. And like I said, this came, you bought the newspaper which came for £1, and they gave you the toy when you cut out the coupon on the inside. So I haven't bought that yet, which I'm not sure I'm gonna get it, but I'll have to take a look and see if it's exactly like that. It looks pretty much when I look at it in most of the, because it's pre-ordered, right? But that's the MTT right there. It's ages 6 to 12, and the free entry to Legoland. Okay, for £1, you can't beat that. Anyway, so I wanted to show that. Let's take a look at this one. Again, similar on the side. The only difference with the things on this side, it's, if I show it to you, it's clipped in here as opposed, which they made that a lot better because as you just remember, the one popped off before. So they made that a lot better by doing that because that clips in and it doesn't come off as easy and you can use it as a part of the playability. As you see, it's opening up like that. Can you see that? All right, and you can close it as opposed to the others. If you try doing that, it would just pop right off. So that's a big addition. Now let's talk about the doors and the different areas. So they have this up here. I'm like, what's that about? That's not a thing. So if we look here, we have 2 doors here. Okay, which on the top, right here, it's just a sort of control panel and whatnot. Just look there like that. You guys can see that. Hopefully you guys can see that there. Then lower down, you have another 2 doors. Just make sure I'm getting that right and I'm not breaking it. And those are where guns go in. So right here, you just put guns in there. And I'm looking right now and I gotta do a little adjustment here because that's in yellow and I need to put that in what is it? Is it gray? Is it gray? Yeah, it's dark gray. So I need to put that in dark gray. So bear with me guys, I gotta make that little adjustment as you guys know. It's not actually gray, I apologize. It comes in that tan color. So I'll change both of them. I'll just change them out. Yeah, change them out and put the right color in, right? Yeah, so those are gun, I think I have a gun bullet right here that goes into those particular areas. If I can just find one, yeah. So this is the new bullets, right? As you guys know, that would just go, I'll just turn this around, right in there and lock right in there like that. And you could just pop it off. Seeing that right there? But obviously they're smaller ones. I'm just showing this with a bigger version of the bullets. Right, so that is an extra 2 doors. So we have 4 doors so far. Let's move to the front and we have another 2 doors here. This one holding guns on a gun rack. And this side is more of a control panel. Let's turn this around. Before we go there, well, we'll go there first. Right, so back here, similar to the last one, if you turn this side, this would open up. So you guys can see that there. And it's similar to the last one, just much bigger. Let's put this gun back on. Doesn't want to stay on very easily, does it? All right, yeah. It's much bigger, much more. I think it's sleeker, realistically, compared to the last one. It's much sleeker. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hey, Brandon, what's up? Yeah, man. Well, you like I said, if you become a member, you can get a chance to win great prizes, and there you go. So yeah, the build here is a lot better than the last one. I think the droid because it's a much sleeker. Right. So here comes the really amazing part. That when I was building it, I was like, whoa, that's really amazing. So we talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doors. Now check this out, guys. This pops up and reveals, as you guys know, we've been waiting for this. They built us a UCS, and I bought that, and I'll show that to you guys now. All right, I bought that, waiting to build. Waiting to build it. So that's just, it has its own snap, right? Snap, right? So waiting to build this. Can you guys see that there? I'll just move this over because it has wheels. We can just wheel them out of the way. Waiting to build. You guys can see it right there. A little perfect with the droid on the top. What they did change, they changed this into brown, and here you got it in black. So this was more true to color right here. So let's just slide that back. Trying to get that in just a sec. Let's put this away. Yeah, this is a amazing droideka. I also built the original one, which I showed you guys in a prior video. Prior build, actually. So let's put that away. Right, yes. So that's a really cool feature to this, addition to this. So that just goes right back there, and hold on. Didn't go all the way in, did it? Like that, and that snaps in there. So cool, so cool. I just think that's so cool. Compared to the other ships, they added that to it. So let's just bring them all in frame. Hope I can get it all to fit in order. See, again, this one just came off. That side just came off, as opposed to the newest model. This would never come off because of how it's built. So if we turn up, it just popped off again. Keeps running into my hands. Not my hands running into it. Right, snap that in, and I'll hold it this way. Okay, so all 3 of them lined up. First one over here, hope you guys can see that. Just push them forward a little bit, I think. Just a tiny little bit so they all can fit and you guys can have a look at them. So I'll do a video, and I'll do a video with the droids and all the pieces that come along with it. Because this one has a little car with it also, with the droidekas. Except for the first one, which doesn't really have an additional droid carrier to it, which I think they should have done. But they have advanced it. But anyway, so guys, This is my bonus build, and don't forget this. Don't know if you can probably find this on eBay anymore. Not even sure. But this would be a good thing to add to your collection if you're getting the complete set with the one that's coming out now. Yeah, so that's the complete set, guys. I want to say, guys, jump in and join my top tier. Get your free stuff. Do not hesitate to be able to get your free stuff, guys, at all. Okay? And please, please, please become a super fan so you can have a chance to win prizes anyways. Again, set your notifications for Saturdays and during the week now, every day during the week for the next more or less 6 weeks. All right, guys? This is BOBAbrickz, and may Lego be with you.